All right. Well, do you have any interesting stories that we didn't cover about your father or this your career?
Well, I have to say, definitely the story this year has been just watching the world unwind. But I just really feel like it's an exciting time to be a musician, and I'm so grateful and and just truly humbled by the whole experience. And I hope I'm just getting started. I hope it continues to last, and I hope to continue to grow as an artist myself. But um, the one man band show is going to be exciting tonight. I'm excited to be here at Rhodes playing. It's an experiment, but it's all about audience participation and sort of hypnotic trance beats. And it's real. It's all improvised and made up right there on the spot. So keeping it fresh.
It sounds exciting for real.
Yeah, yeah. It's scary. It's definitely walking out on a limb, because like something goes wrong, it gets interesting. Start over.
I got a question. So,
Sure.
go back music for social change, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I know the lyrics are important, but what about the sound? Like, what does the sound do without the lyrics?
Well, that's a good question. Like, the music brings people together, and that's half the battle. I just mean, like, just getting an audience and having people's attention is a huge platform for any sort of message. And if you can bring about a positive message that does result in social change, incredible, amazing, and music can, without a doubt, do that. It has in the past, and I'm sure it will in the future. It also, I think, reflects social change as much as creates it. That was the point I was trying to make earlier, I think, was that it can be responsible for it, but it can, like a catalyst, but it can also be sort of reactionary. I think that's a big part of artists. Lyrics are, of course, they can tell a story directly, but music by itself can really move people. Like for example, the Sacred Steel. It's a gospel like denomination, really, of pedal steel players that play the most incredible, moving music. And it can tear you down, bring you to tears, or make you want to jump with joy, with no vocals at all. No singing. And that's a good example of, I think, music having a direct effect on people, in a positive way. I suppose it could also be damaging too. When those kids were like, this is kind of on the other hand, it's like in London when the riots were going down, it was all kids, and they all had like their hoods pulled down. It's the kind of guys you see with iPods in, you know what I mean, rocking some. And I was wondering to myself, what are they listening to? Like, what music? What's going through their heads? And I started to think about. I'm showing my age here, but I started to think about some lyrical content that I can like be very specific about, like in My Chemical Romance, for example. Na Na Na, in which one? A Green Day song off of American Idiot. I think it's Jesus of Suburbia, one of those, where they directly call on revolution and riots. I mean, they say do it, and it's all fun and games when you're a musician and you're up on a stage. You can say that, but when it really happens, is that what you want? And I wonder, because the people, like the newscasters on the BBC, were just baffled. They could not figure out, like, why would they do this? And, I couldn't help but think they would never know the lyrical content of these artists, Like 30 Seconds to Mars, their new record, or most recent record, is called This Is War, and it's all about, it's a call to arms, da-da-da-da-da, and it's fairly symbolic, but it could also be very literal, And I think that they should be a little more careful, because I think that there is a lot of tension now, and who knows, it's the future is so uncertain, but I just hope that we here in America continue to be comfortable and appeased, because On the other hand, I have to say that don't get me wrong, I love America. I was a patriot before it was cool to be a patriot, I think. But really, all the traveling and seeing the world has, I mean, it's amazing, but it's really given me an appreciation for where I'm from. And I've never thought about moving away from Memphis, and, you know, it's just a big part of who I am, you know. But I just have to say that Americans tend to be complacent and a bit lazy, I think, socially. And it would take something, I don't know, who knows what it would be, like, you know, say the banks failed and our ATM cards stopped working, something like that, you know, where people really did take action. But that's what I fear. That's what I'm afraid of, because I don't think they are prepared for it. I don't think they, like, there's this sort of in Europe, there's an older tradition behind marching in the street, you know, like civil unrest and disobedience is organized. But I don't know, if what happened in London happened here, man, it would just really be scary.